This collective, you are very different than the average person, and I mean that in like the best way possible. You are so magical. There's a heavy like witchcraft, and not just that, it's like inherited from your like feminine lineage. Okay, this collective, I feel like you're definitely psychic, intuitive. Ooh, I think you're mediums as well. No wonder. There's like a heavy ancestral presence here. It was coming across as like a grandmother, but then they morphed into like a grandfather at the same time. It's like you have your whole family line standing here to let you know, first of all, that like maybe some of your family doesn't talk about this. You have gifts that you inherited from your ancestral line, okay? You're very different. Magic, witchcraft, a lot of different things, clairvoyant as hell, to the point that people might notice it. Like, it might be that you're so psychic and like clairvoyant and a medium, whatever it is, that people notice it quickly. They're like, okay, this person, there's a lot to this person. Okay. And the way this is coming forward is the way how different you are. I feel like you have been made to feel for a lot of your life. I don't think you believe this. Like, I think you've worked through this. But for a lot of your life, you were made to feel too much, too weird. Probably as a kid, you were told to be quiet, stop making things up. This is a heavy, like, daydreaming collective. You had a big imagination growing up, and into adulthood, I feel like that morphed into your spirituality in the sense that you realized a lot of things that you experienced as a child that you thought were like make believe, your imagination, you're realizing there was like a spiritual undertone to that, like spiritual experiences that you had. This is like flooding me right now with this. You have a lot of spiritual gifts, okay? Now, as this carried on into adulthood, you could be an Aquarius, by the way, heavy Aquarius vibes, heavy Scorpio vibes. I feel like a lot of this collective, you could have Pluto and Scorpio in the first house. You transform. The butterflies in general are very significant, but the blue butterfly that's like a signal for you. I don't know if that's like a sign that you talk to spirit about, but that like your energy is that of a butterfly in the sense that your whole life you have transformed and transformed and transformed. And I feel like a lot of that is due to not fitting in. Like you've had a lot of time to be alone. I feel like you've experienced some pretty dark things as well. You could be neurodivergent and had like believed the best in people and then they took advantage of that. You know what I mean? Like being neurodivergent, autistic, like being blunt and expecting other people to mean what they say and not have any weird motives with it. So I feel like you were taken advantage of a lot in your life, but you transformed. And a lot of it is due to spending a lot of your life alone. I feel like you were a very lonely child. You could have been an only child as well. You could have been an only child. You're very different from your family, like from your immediate family. I'm talking about your mom, your dad, any siblings. You're not different from like your ancestral line because there was a time when who you are was like looked at as magical as it actually is, but that was shunned and watered down somewhere throughout your line. Okay, so you grew up being lonely and then you grew into a very lonely adult. This collective, I also feel like you're very stunning. I'm not saying that you have to be like this Instagram model. That's not what I mean. There's something so uniquely stunning about you. Like you could have like a haunting look to you. It's like when you walk into a room, the air shifts. People know. People know that you've entered, and it's not because you're weird, it's because you're so fucking magical that it's like palpable. This is giving siren energy too. I was gonna say that, like sexual undertone. Like you have, oof, when you walk into a room, every fucking person is aware. Okay, and then you spent a lot of your adult life lonelier in the sense of not a lot of friends, not a lot of community. I feel like you were pursued a lot by romantic partners, but here's the thing. You're coming across as the manic pixie dream girl, but you're not. Like it's like people would meet you, partners would meet you, and they're so drawn to you. Like that's what I mean. You're like a siren. Like people are drawn to you. like moths to a flame. Don't get it twisted. You are sexy as hell, okay? Even I'm like, bitch. But like it's palpable. So people are drawn to you, but when they get close to you, there's they get close to your flame, they're drawn to your flame. They get close to your flame, then they try to shame your flame, or they get too scared of it. There's a lot. This collective, you could have a reputation that's not even yours. Like people could talk about you, or like you made one mistake and they hold on to it because you're like this pariah. But like other people have made far worse mistakes, or like it's you're shunned a little bit. You're shunned. And so it's people are so drawn to you, but then there's like and I don't want to say they're embarrassed to be with you. Like they're embarrassed to be with the manic pixie dream girl because what would people think if I'm with this person? But maybe that's the way people play it on the surface. But the reason that people, like you've been ghosted a lot without knowing why. You've had friends drop you for no reason. Like people meet you and instantly don't like you, or like instantly love you. This is why I'm like, you could have Pluto and Scorpio in the first house. I have this placement and it's a living hell. First of all, we be transforming all of our lives. We are not the same person we were yesterday. And that's you. You are not the same person you were yesterday, 5 minutes ago. Because you are so willing to change your mind. You're so willing to like see things from a new perspective. You're so willing to look at your own shit and fix it. Okay, and so people have made you feel like you were too much. I can't be with that person. What will others think? When underneath that, when you really unpack what is triggering them, it's your magic. It's your authenticity. It's the fact that, like, so many fucking people are walking around this planet giving NPC, you know what I mean? Like talking about the weather, like the world is on fucking fire around them and they're like, guess what I bought today from TikTok shop? Like it's just like, not that there's anything wrong with TikTok shop. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong. Make that bag. But do you get what I'm saying? Like there's some people that's the deepest they'll go, is the surface level, is getting more money, is getting the perfect job and having the perfect house and keeping up with the Joneses. Like seriously, I'm not bagging on anyone who does TikTok shop, okay? Make your fucking bag. But what I mean is when that's your whole personality, is buying stuff and presenting yourself. You know what I mean? Do you get what I mean? Like there's a fakeness. And so when people meet someone like you who is deep in the depths, they are fucking terrified. Okay, I didn't even get to where we need to go, and it's getting too long. We got to do a part 2.